What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free card to choose from your AKA Fantasy Pack, and also how to get this pack for free. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching on YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. We're going to start with how to get this free fantasy pack. It is a grind. The good thing is it doesn't expire. So if you just got the game recently or you've been slacking on playing these AKA solos, you still have plenty of time to get this free fantasy pack. So every week during this AKA promo, we had 2 players, and each player would get their own sequence of solo challenges. So if you scroll through them, you click into any single one of them. We'll just go to Shady, for example here. 3 solos. Now you have to beat all 3 of the solos. You play the first, that unlocks the second. You beat the second, that unlocks the third. You beat that one. Once you beat all 3 solos in a player-specific sequence, you're going to get an AKA collectible. You need 26 of those collectibles to unlock your free player, which means you have to complete every single solo sequence for every single player. So it is a lot of work. Now, if you want to play these solos on 1 star, they're obviously going to be a lot easier. You don't have to max out the stars to get the AKA collectibles. You just simply have to beat each solo on a minimum of 1 star. I would still recommend playing max stars, but don't sweat it if you miss out on one. For example, here with the Christian Okoye, we missed out on a star on the first 2 solos, knocked out the third one, and got all the stars. I'm not going to go back and try to chase those stars, but I am going to try to get as many as possible without taking too much time, because if you scroll through these milestone rewards at tier 3 and tier 6, you get 82 overall cards. Tier 9 and 12, you get 83s. At tier 15 and tier 18, you get 84s. Tiers 21 and 24, you're going to get 85s, and then finally at tier 26, you get an 86 overall. These are all fantasy packs. They're pieces that go into the full AKA player sets or upgrade paths, which allow you to upgrade these players to get discounted abilities. Not only that, they're non-BND cards, so you can put them into sets. You can trade them on the trade block. You can auction them on the auction house. You can quick sell them for full training value. They're a fully functional card. So I would kind of chase after these as a secondary mission, but the main goal is to beat all of these solo challenges so you can get those AKA collectibles. Once you get all those collectibles, head on over to the item sets. You're going to filter by AKA on your filters over to the left. And if you just go down 1 row, you're going to see it here, BND AKA player fantasy pack. So I can't stress this enough. It is a BND, which means you can't trade it, can't sell it, can't quick sell it for full training value. So you want to pick the best player that's going to fit your team. Also, if you read the description, it says exchange 26 AKA tokens to receive a fantasy pack containing your choice of any AKA player. So if you were wondering, does it include the 94 overalls that came out today with Big Play Slay and Tom Brady? The answer is yes. And I'll be honest with you, we're going to get into the best cards to pick out of this pack. This was a 3-month promo, so there's going to be 90, 91, and even 92 overall cards that are in this pack. All of those cards, due to the Blitz promo and the market in general, are like 100k, 150k and under. So they're severely underpriced, and still some pretty good cards out there that if you're a no money spent player, a budget player, you can go pick those up off the auction house. You don't want to waste your free pick on those lower overall cards. We're mainly going to look at some of the 93s and of course the 294s that came out today, and that's where we're going to start. We'll start with Tom Brady. Now, if you desperately need a quarterback, go ahead and pick him up, but there's 2 things to note. 72 speed. If you feel like you need to get outside of the pocket or you want more speed on your quarterback, don't pick up this card. If you're comfortable in the pocket, I mean, he can make the throws for you. A big problem though, right? He gets good abilities. Set feet lead, gunslinger, pass lead elite, hot route master. Sorry, he doesn't get pass lead elite. Set feet lead, hot route master, gunslinger, and fearless. All of those 2 AP aside from gunslinger, which would be 1 AP. He does not have a very good release, which means even with gunslinger and set feet lead, the ball is not going to get out as fast as you might want it to. That's a big reason why I would stay away from this card. And number 2, the Harvest Aaron Rodgers card. We talked about this in a video this morning, which I think is the best quarterback in the game, not named John Elway, is dropping in price rapidly. So you can go pick it up for like $350 50K. You might even get it even cheaper than that. So if you're a Tom Brady fan, obviously you're going to pick up this card out of this free pack. If you really need a quarterback and don't have any coins and you're tired of using the 94 overall Josh Allen from the Season 2 Field Pass, I totally get it. And here is an alternative option for you at quarterback. Now, the number one pick I would go with, and I promise no Eagles bias in this one, this card is just really good, and he's a 94 overall cornerback, which is a super important position for your MUT team. Darius Big Play Slay, 6 foot even, 93 speed, 92 agility, 94 jumping, 94 man coverage, 94 zone coverage, and 94 press. He can pretty much do it all. Now, if he was like 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", that would obviously help his cause, but 6 foot even, I think is still usable. You just don't want him out there covering like a Megatron or Harold Carmichael, because then he's definitely going to get mossed, or Randy Moss, obviously. But all in all, I think this is the number one overall pick out there. He does get Pick Artist for 1 AP, and then Acrobat and Deep Out Zone KO for 2 AP each. I believe you do have to power him up though with those lower overall Darius Slay aka cards to get those abilities at a discount. So let's talk about some of the older cards. These are really just going to be like, if you need to upgrade this position, go with this player. So the best running back without a doubt is going to be Chris Johnson, CJ2K, 93 speed, 96 acceleration, 94 agility, change of directions 94, break tackles 92. He doesn't give you good trucking, obviously, not pictured on here, but just so you know, he gets juke move and spin move both at 92. The problem with this card is that we are seeing a lot of running backs over the last 5 days between Marcus Allen, and tomorrow we're getting Saquon Barkley and Marshall Faulk and Cordero Patterson yesterday. We're seeing a bunch of 94 speed halfbacks. So what once made this Chris Johnson card so special with the 93 speed is starting to feel like it's getting left behind rather quickly. If you need a running back, you can pick him up. Another option is the 92 overall Shady McCoy aka card. Now he has 92 speed. I wouldn't pick him out of the free pack, but I bring him up because he's like 100 to 125K right now, so it's another really good budget option. And when we were talking about Tom Brady, I also should have mentioned the Air McNair aka card, another quarterback from this promo. Don't pick him with your free fantasy pack, but he's another option where he's like 100 to 120K right now at quarterback if you're really trying to go budget. Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson is going to be your best wide receiver out here. We're seeing some wide receivers right now with 94 speed. He still gives you 93, 6'1", very good route running, short route running at 90, mid at 91, deep route running at 93. The catch is going to be at 91. The catch in traffic is going to be at 93, and he gets some solid discounted abilities. Route Tech for 3 AP, I would stay away from that. I just don't think it works very well this year. Slot-O-Matic for 2 AP, mid out elite for 1 AP, evasive for 1 AP. That's another one I would stay away from, but Slot-O-Matic isn't terrible. Mid out elite for 1 AP would be a pretty good option, and he's the best wide receiver to choose from. There's other wide receiver options from this promo, but all of those cards are outdated right now. I still say go with Darius Slay over everything we covered so far. But let's talk about Howie Long. If you need a defensive end, these types of free cards are definitely good to address a position that you generally don't want to spend your coin on. An offensive and defensive line tend to be those types of positions. Howie Long, pretty solid, though he does only have 87 speed. So we're seeing, defensive ends and outside linebackers right now starting to approach the 90 plus speed. So out of all the cards I'm going to mention in this video, this is probably like my least favorite, but it's just, if you desperately need a defensive end or you're a Raiders fan and you want him for that reason, 87 speed, he gives you 89 finesse move, 93 power move, and 95 block shed. If you have a strategy item that can get that finesse move into the 90s to get all three, block shed, power move, finesse move in the 90s, that would be ideal, but this is just not going to be my first option. And the final card that we'll talk about here is, I think, another good one, and he's probably the third most expensive, because that's kind of always a good gauge to see how good these cards are. Just look at their prices. The cards that are getting cheaper are ones that, people are probably getting rid of or just generally don't want, whereas Dawkins, I think, is still probably one of the most expensive 93 overalls. 6 foot even, free safety with 92 speed, 94 hit power, 94 zone, 87 man coverage, a little bit low. So if you're playing a lot of cover zero stuff, I wouldn't put him in man coverage too often. And tomorrow, if you missed it, we have a free safety Steve Atwater coming out. So it would be smart to take a Slay or a Brady with your free pick. And if you really wanted Dawkins, I would wait and see if he starts to drop in price. With that brand new Steve Atwater coming out, I would think that his card is going to get a little bit cheaper. As far as abilities please go for Dawkins. He gets some solid ones. Pick Artist for 1 AP, that's what I would recommend. He can also get Crusher for 1 AP and Enforcer for 0 AP. And there you have it. Those are the best AKA cards. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. You're either going to go with Slay or Brady. Dawkins is probably option number 3 out of the 5 or 6 that we went over in this video. But let me know who you guys picked up down below in the comments section. And thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.